You keep setting goals, but somehow they fade away, don't they? Maybe it's not the goals that fail. Maybe it's how you live them. Because real success isn't a finish line, it's a rhythm. And once you find that rhythm, your whole life changes. There is a quiet rhythm beneath every act of greatness, the rhythm of self-discipline. It is not a roar or a grand announcement, but the soft, steady heartbeat that guides your every choice. You may not always feel it, but it is there. In the moment you rise when you wish to rest, in the breath you take before choosing patience over reaction, in the small decision to do what must be done even when no one is watching. Discipline is not punishment. It is an act of love for your future self. It's the bridge between intention and realization. Every time you choose consistency over comfort, you are shaping a stronger version of yourself. The world often glorifies motivation, but motivation fades. It burns brightly for a while and disappears. Discipline is the quiet flame that remains when the wind of emotion blows through. You build discipline not through grand acts, but through repetition, gentle, steady repetition. Like the tide meeting the shore, your daily choices carve the foundation of your future. You show up, not because you always feel like it, but because you promised yourself you would. Over time, this small act becomes your greatest strength, a reflection of your commitment to growth. There will be resistance. Your mind will whisper reasons to stop, to rest, to postpone. But every time you push through that moment, not harshly, but with gentle persistence, you reclaim control. You remind yourself that you are not a slave to impulse or distraction. You are the master of your attention, the guardian of your energy. Discipline is freedom disguised as effort. It frees you from chaos, from the endless pull of indecision. It brings structure, and within that structure, peace. When you begin to live by intention rather than impulse, you find clarity. You begin to trust yourself again, and so each day becomes an opportunity, not to be perfect, but to be consistent. To move forward even if it's just one small step. The beauty of discipline is not in how fast you go, but in your refusal to stop. Because in learning to control your actions, you begin to control your mind. And when the mind learns strength, the body and life itself begins to follow. And that is where your next journey begins, the training of the mind, your strongest muscle. Your mind is not your enemy. It's your greatest ally waiting to be trained. Every thought that passes through it is a seed. Some grow into strength, others into doubt. The quality of your life depends on which ones you water. Mental strength begins not in grand victories, but in the quiet choice to direct your thoughts toward growth, even when chaos surrounds you. The mind is like a muscle. It strengthens through resistance. Every challenge, every setback, every disappointment is a form of weight training for your inner self. When life feels heavy, your job is not to drop the weight, but to learn how to lift it differently. You may tremble under pressure, but that trembling is the very sign that you are growing stronger. Pain is not your opponent. It is your instructor. It teaches patience, endurance, and humility. When you begin to see discomfort not as punishment, but as practice, your relationship with struggle changes. The next time fear or uncertainty arises, pause and observe. Do not run. Do not fight. Just breathe. In that stillness, you'll realize that most of your suffering comes not from what happens to you, but from how you interpret it. To build a strong mind, you must become your own observer. Notice the stories you tell yourself, the ones that whisper you're not enough or it's too late. When those thoughts arise, do not believe them blindly. Instead, question them. Ask yourself, is this truth or is it fear disguised as logic? You will find that most limits exist only within the walls you've built in your mind. Mental resilience is born from repetition, from showing up for yourself again and again, even when no one sees it. Train your thoughts the way an athlete trains their body, with patience, focus, and compassion. When your mind begins to wander toward negativity, bring it back gently like guiding a child home. Over time, you will notice that what once broke you now builds you. A strong mind does not seek an easy path. It learns to walk steadily even when the ground shakes. It does not chase perfection. It learns peace and persistence. Because once your mind becomes your ally, no storm can truly defeat you. And from that strength of mind comes the clarity to set your path forward, the quiet art of turning your goals into a way of life. Goals are not destinations. They are the roads you walk daily. They are not something to chase, but something to live. The moment you realize that success is not a finish line but a rhythm, you begin to understand the true essence of purpose. Purpose isn't found in one big leap. It's discovered in every small, deliberate step you take toward becoming who you are meant to be. You see, goals alone can fade. Motivation shifts, emotions change, and even dreams evolve. But what sustains progress is the structure you build around your goals, the habits that breathe life into them. Discipline gives your goals direction, and mental strength gives them endurance. When your actions begin to reflect your values, your life aligns naturally with your vision. Think of your daily actions as drops of water filling a vessel. One drop may seem small, but over time it shapes oceans. Every time you choose consistency over comfort, you reinforce the foundation of who you're becoming. The secret is not to rush the process, but to honor it, to wake each day with the quiet confidence that progress, no matter how slow, is still movement forward. Turn your goals into a lifestyle by weaving them into the fabric of your day. Instead of chasing perfection, focus on creating systems that support your growth. Want to be healthier? Make it part of your identity, not an occasional effort, but a reflection of who you are. Want to grow mentally? Practice gratitude, reflection, and focus daily until it becomes your natural state. When your goals become habits and your habits become part of you, success no longer feels forced. It feels like breathing. There will be days when progress feels invisible. But remember, roots grow in silence before the flower blooms. Trust that your small, consistent actions are forming something powerful beneath the surface. Every time you show up, you are shaping the person who will one day look back and realize that the journey was never about arriving. It was about becoming. The art of living with purpose lies in choosing to walk your path mindfully, one intentional step at a time. Because when your goals become the way you live, you no longer chase success, Mike. You embody it. And as this chapter closes, a question quietly lingers. What will you choose to build with your tomorrow? If this message speaks to you, don't just scroll away, take one small action today. Write down one habit that aligns with your purpose and live it. And if you're ready to keep growing with me, make sure to follow, because this journey of strength and self-mastery, it's only just beginning.